My name is Shannon and I'm 22 years old. I was born 6 weeks early and addicted to heroin. I had to be kept in hospital for a while as I began to have withdrawals. This was a terrifying time for my family, but things become difficult when you have parents that suffer from addiction. My mum suffered from bulimia. There were occasions when I would walk in on her injecting heroin, or I would haul her unconscious body off of the kitchen floor and into bed and stay with her to make sure she was breathing. During this time, I would also look after my baby sister. I would feed her, bath her, change her nappies, and if I left the house, I would take her with me. I didn't see this as having it rough. I saw it as normal responsibility for a 6-year-old. After months of screaming and arguments, my dad decided to leave. This was one of the most heartbreaking moments of my life. After a while, we were taken from my mum and dumped into an abusive foster home. I'd spend every weekend waiting for my parents to visit and was nearly always disappointed. A year later came the best day of my life. My dad had become a drug-free, God-saved married man with full custody of me and my little sister. It took me a while to learn to trust my dad and his wife to be parents to my little sister, and also to myself. But they were so good to us, so it didn't take long. After 7 years of living a happy and normal life, with the addition of another baby sister, unfortunately, my dad's marriage broke down and me and my little sister left with him. I also decided to get back in contact with my mum and we rebuilt our relationship. After living with my dad and his new girlfriend for a while, the house dynamics changed and I was asked to leave the family home and my little sister. I was devastated. I spent time staying at various places and became invested in work and a relationship with someone who slowly became the only person I felt close to. At 18 years old, I had still not reconciled with my dad, but received a call from him to tell me that my mum had died. This resulted in me becoming severely depressed and me having to quit my job. I became reliant on my boyfriend and I lost him too. I came to an all-time low and felt like I had nobody and I couldn't find a reason to live anymore. Being alone made me feel the need to constantly surround myself with people and start doing things I shouldn't. I stopped eating and looking after myself properly and gave up any hope of becoming anything ambitious. I would spend hours upon hours doing extensive planning and research into all the different ways I could kill myself. This was my lowest point. This needed to stop. This is when I applied to City Hearts. January 2016, I came to City Hearts. When I first came, I didn't understand why I needed help and I refused to accept it. Within 2 months of starting programme, my most favourite man in the world died, my granddad. This resulted in me putting myself in a very vulnerable situation where I was raped. This made me want to leave Sheffield and pack it in altogether. But the staff supported me so much throughout the whole process. I'd already learned about how to manage my emotions and how to fight with positivity. This was the pivotal point I had needed for many, many years. I then allowed myself to fully open up and put my 100% into programme, and I reaped the benefits. City Hearts helped me realise exactly how much I am worth. The City Hearts programme has equipped me with tools and revelations that have me set up for anything life could throw at me. My family and I have become close again, and I have a newfound confidence and drive to succeed. Sheffield has given me a new place to call home and new people to call family. Soon I will be going to university and living a life of a girl that has finally found her freedom.